Ready?
Yep.
All right. Don't run with these.
Can you just be professional for 5 seconds, please? Jesus Christ. Anyways.
Hi, I'm Dennis.
And I'm Wes.
And welcome back to Petrol Station, your one-stop shop for opinions that you didn't know you needed.
Or asked for.
That's true.
Yeah. We're just here to give you all the buttery goodness of our flavor.
That was a lot.
That's staying in.
Yep.
That was good.
Nope, we just lost 5 subscribers.
You know what? We gained 5 because I'm stupid and everybody likes to make fun of me. So it's whatever.
So many.
It's
beeps.
entertaining.
So many beeps.
It's whatever. On today's episode, we got a few things we're going to talk about, but on the docket is Chinese cars.
What we've decided to do is each of us have come up with 5 Chinese cars that we like. Let's just preface this. A, we haven't seen each other's lists.
Nope.
B, we've never seen these cars in person because, well, you can't buy them here.
Yep. We're not privy to these cars.
No.
We wish we were. Some of these cars on these lists, I mean, like the ones I saw, I definitely would like to own one of these at least in my life. It'd
my
be
top
nice.
one, I definitely want to see, or at least drive once in my life. So yeah, everything that you are about to hear and our opinions expressed during this are all from the Googs and YouTube. So you ready to get started?
Yep, let's do this.
Am I going first? You want to go first?
You can go first.
Okay, I'll go first.
Go first, Dennis.
Oh, you know what? Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think I'll go first.
Yeah,
all right.
Go ahead.
So
Get in
let's
there,
start
champ.
with, I don't know if this made it to your list or not. If it didn't, I would be shocked. The NIO EP9.
Ooh, Neo from Matrix?
Close.
Oh.
It's spelled with an I, not an E.
Oh, that's
And
unfortunate.
I'm probably mispronouncing
And you
it.
know what's funny? I do not have that on my list.
Seriously?
Nope.
Okay.
I was thinking outside the socks when I created my list.
Now, this is going to be a shocker. This is an all-electric car. Full battery. I know, right? Yeah, I looked for gasoline Chinese cars.
They don't exist.
I think I found 2. And they're not actually gas-powered. They're hybrids.
Yeah, straight to jail. To drive a gas car, straight to jail.
Straight to jail. No Pesco. All right. NIO EP9 is a 2-seater sports car. All-electric, battery-powered, of course. 1,360 horsepower.
1,300?
Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah. Acceleration 0 to 200 kilometers an hour in 7.1 seconds. It has a top speed of 313 kilometers an hour. I don't know what that translates to miles per hour.
It's 194 miles per hour.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's still stupid
Google's
fast.
a hell of a drug, Dennis.
Stupid fast. Completely carbon fiber chassis body. Couple of cool things about it. It set the lap record at the Nürburgring in 2017.
Okay.
It also set an autonomous lap record right here at the Circuit of the Americas in beautiful Austin, Texas.
Hey, right down the street.
Right down the road. Just a simple 1-hour hop away.
For a hop, skip, and a jump right down the street.
Now, those 2 things are cool. What I think is the coolest thing about this car in particular, outside of the looks, it is a phenomenal looking car. Yeah, absolutely beautiful car, built-in active aero, just stunning. The coolest thing I think about it is that it comes with an interchangeable battery system that also has a quick charge system. Now, this is not something that you can do yourself. You can't just walk up and pull the batteries out and slap new ones in. Yeah, it takes like a team of 4 guys and a forklift to get the batteries out. And then there's a whole support truck that comes with the car. You know, when you spend your $1.5 million to buy this thing, you get a support truck that comes with it that carries extra batteries and can charge the batteries right there in the truck using a diesel generator.
Now, can you call it interchangeable if you have to have an entire mecca of people to interchange the batteries?
I mean,
If it takes longer to change those batteries out than it takes me to change a battery in a C10 truck, it's not interchangeable.
when have you ever changed a battery in a C10?
Okay, I've never changed a battery in a C10, but I've changed a battery in a Mazda.
You've watched me change a battery in a C10.
I have. I'm what you call a supervisor. I supervise. I don't do. I'm also a driver. I let him work on the cars. I just drive them. But yeah, no, it's a cool car. It looks cool. I love the back end wing, dude. That wing is insane.
The wing is probably my favorite part.
My question with all of this in the autonomous or the fastest autonomous lap at COTA, who's it competing against? Is it just the Tesla Plaid that maybe can do it?
That I couldn't find. Who are they actually? Who else is setting lap records for autonomous vehicles?
If it's like the Mars rover going around the damn thing in 20 hours,
that's an easy win. All right, Wes, what's on your
All right,
list?
because you chose that car, the NIO, I think my car kind of fits along those lines.
Let me pull up the Googs because I want to be able to look at it.
Are you ready?
Yes.
It's called the BYD YangWang. That's right. YangWang Dennis U9. Hell of a name. Hell of a name.
Is that the SUV?
No, it is not. It is I would say it's probably a hyper. Well, yeah, it's a hypercar. It is the fastest Chinese production car. First of all, 0 to 60, I do not have that actually, but I have the top mile per hour. I have 243 miles per hour.
Actually, Wes, I know that it does 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds. The reason I know that is because it's on my list.
Hey, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Ding, ding, ding. We have the winner of the first one on the list.
We're going to add the...
like neon lights.
Yes, just like every other YouTube channel.
Anyways, it does have 1,290 horsepower, which is insane. All electric, 4 motors on each of the wheel, which is insane. But that's not why I chose this car.
Now,
do you know why I chose this car, Dennis?
Before we get to that, I do have to correct you on something.
What?
It actually has 3 electric motors and a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder.
That is not what the internet said.
You know what? Scratch that. I was looking at the wrong.
Yeah, you correct me. You
All right, go back.
Anyways, as I was saying before I was rudely fact-checked incorrectly, 4 motors, electric. I'm never letting you live that one down. You can suck a fat
Supercar.
No, anyways, yeah. The reason why I chose this car, and I'm sure you figured it out too. This car, guys, are you ready? This car can hop. I'm not lying. We're going to show the video. This car can actually hop over potholes, speed bump. It can hop over speed bumps. It can hop over road spikes. It can actually use all 4 motors to project itself up off the ground and leap like a little frog across these holes. It's insane, dude. The fact that we're in 2025 and we're making jumpable cars, like in GTA, I love it, and I'm here for it, and I want every single car, including my Hyundai Veloster, to be able to jump over potholes.
I don't know that that's my favorite part about it. Obviously, the performance aspect of it, that got me. It's insanely fast.
They're all fast.
It's 1,300 horsepower.
1,290, actually.
Yeah, actually.
Per YouTube.
Yeah, per your mom. Anyways.
Per your mom. You're a bitch.
So, yeah, I will say that is not my favorite part about this car. Yeah, the hop skipping down the road, that doesn't blow my skirt up. Who cares? Honestly, my favorite part about the car, outside of just how fast it is and how much horsepower it has and all of those different specs, I just like the name.
The YangWang.
The YangWang.
I mean, it's a hell of a name, man.
It is. Like, I want that tattooed somewhere.
Tramp stamp.
Well, maybe.
You would have to cover up the other one.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, YangWang, bro. And I do like the feature. I think it's fun. Like, I think it's a cool whatever. It's stupid, but fun.
Yeah.
This is off-road. Or they're an off-road company, from what I understand.
They are the luxury class of BYD. So it's kind of like Toyota and Lexus here in the States.
And this thing looks like a Lycan. Like, if you know what a Lycan looks like, it looks like a Lycan from front end. And I've always liked the Lycan Hypersport. It's Hypersport, right? Or Super Sport.
Sure.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I just don't know what it is.
The name. Fact check myself here.
Fact it.
Lycan Hypersport. Yeah, that's what it looks like. And yeah, that car, for one, looks amazing in its own right. But this car, the YangWang U9, again, cars that we don't get to see every day. This car looks hella nice. The front end, the lights, everything looks really well put together. Even the back end, it's got a very clear, like almost like kind of a mix between Bugatti and McLaren back end, I feel like. Has a big wing. I love a good big wing. But yeah, overall, it's a cool looking car, but it also has cool features that not everybody's doing, and that's why I like it.
Now, is it in China on this car? Is it a big wing or
a big wang?
A big wang.
It's a big wang.
It's a big YangWang.
We're just a bunch of assholes.
All right. You ready for my next one?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. The Denza Z9 GT.
You don't have that one.
Sweet. This one comes with 3 electric motors and a 2-liter turbocharged engine. So it is a plug-in hybrid EV. 0 to 100 kilometers, 3.5 seconds, 1,100 kilometer combined range, which is awesome. I mean, you could go from one end of Texas to the other, and then, you'll have to charge after that.
You said 1,100?
1,100 kilometers.
Yeah. I'm going to look that up. I think that's like 800 miles. But that's still insane for an electric car.
Yeah. The coolest thing I liked about this car, it's a wagon.
Oh, 683. But that's still like
insane.
Double what Tesla's doing right now.
So yeah, the favorite part of this car is just the way it looks. It's a sport wagon, I am a huge wagons fan. Mercedes wagons.
Yup.
Old school Buick.
It's not this.
No.
Okay.
I think that's the D9.
Okay. D's nuts is not what I put.
Got
Put Z9. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's a move with the panoramic roof. Yeah.
Yes, it is beautiful.
Yeah. It gives me Porsche Taycan vibes. You know what the Porsche
It
Taycan
really
looks
does.
like?
Oh yeah.
I love that. Is one of my favorite all-time cars. I don't care who you are. I know it's not, you know, a Porsche 911, but a Porsche Taycan, dude, it looks so good.
I will say, out of all of the EVs that we have talked about, the Taycan is one of those that I really don't care that it's an EV. I just love the way it looks, and I would.
It looks good even though it's an EV.
Yes.
Like, I feel like that's kind of like same feel with like the i8. The i8, it's not a full EV, but it looks so good. It's not any kind of crazy horsepower, but it looks good because it's a hybrid, whatever. It's like a 3-cylinder engine or some shit. It has nothing to it.
Right.
But I don't care. It looks good. It looks good driving down the street.
Beautiful car.
But yeah, dude, this car is nice. I dig it. The Z9 GT with the performance package too. We'll have to flash that one. Is definitely, if that's a real thing, that's sick.
I need it in my life.
Yeah, and with the Lamborghini front end, dude, it looks really good. Yeah, I dig it.
Yeah,
it looks like a Urus, but like a better version. I can't stand the Urus. I think it's too much Lamborghini.
Oh.
Like they should have changed it a little bit because they just slapped on the Lamborghini front end and just
but no, I mean that's exactly the thing about the Urus. And great, now we're getting off to a whole nother topic. No, the Urus is ugly.
Just leave it there.
B, it's look, sure, it's got Lamborghini badges on it. But in my opinion, it's not a Lamborghini. It wasn't built by, it wasn't designed by Lamborghini. It's, VW putting in a bunch of stuff into an SUV, throwing a Lambo front end on it and calling it a Lamborghini. It's not a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
But I digest.
Yeah, I digress and digest.
Next one.
One more thing about that. I love the video of the Durango SRT8 Hellcat whooping a Urus with all those fuckers talking.
See, and I would get one of those any day over a Urus.
Oh,
it's been half the money.
Not even half. Like, I mean, well, I don't know. Uruses probably have gone down because they're not that popular.
Right.
But they're still Lamborghini. But, I mean, SRT8 Hellcat, you're still going to run $100,000.
Way better.
And be way better. Yeah.
Way better.
Anyways, all right. Next on my list, and it's a little out there. Actually, you know what? No. Next on my list, I'm going to keep it in the same category as yours.
Okay.
I went with an SUV. The Geely, I love the name.
Excuse you?
Yep. The Geely, that's the brand. Right, the company, they owned a lot of brands. They owned Lotus. They owned Volvo. Geely, it's Glee.
Yeah, I found it.
The name, Coolray.
Ooh.
Literally how it's spelled and how it sounds, Coolray. Sounds like ranch Doritos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
the Coolray edition.
Coolray edition of some Dorito chips.
All right, looks like we have a crossover style vehicle. This obviously did not make it to my list.
Yep. And the reason why I picked it, one, cool name. That was pretty much it. And two, I will say, as you look at it, now you look at the pictures, it gives off two brands that I've really started to love in the 2025, 2024 years. The Cadillacs, the new Cadillacs with the new front ends, and the interior of a BMW. This kind of incorporates both of those things. It has a very Cadillac SUV styling, but it has a insane interior that's got like the BMW high-end vibe, LEDs, big screens. Yeah, it just kind of incorporates both of those brands, which I do love both of those brands, and I think it just makes it look even cooler that it is not either one of those brands. Right. It's a Chinese brand, and I don't think that one's electric, actually. That is a gas.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting for the body, a cross between Cadillac and kind of the Chevy Blazer, the new one that they just came out with.
Yep.
Kind of getting those vibes on it. No, I'm here for it. I like it. That's a really clean little crossover.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I would drive it any day of the week. Like, I think it's it's not anything crazy, but it's definitely a commuter car that I could drive every single day into work and enjoy the drive and look good doing it. I think and that's what I love about Cadillac. I think Cadillac does a really good job. You know, they don't have the crazy load of cars, but they do have really good looking cars.
Yeah.
All right. What's on your list next?
Well, continuing down the cars with hatchbacks, kind of evolving to an SUV, I have the Jetour T2. So yeah, this one, I found it in it is a fully gas-powered engine. It has a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo with a 7-speed dual clutch transmission. So it is a traditional gas-powered car. But yeah, as you pull up the picture and as we throw it up here, I got really like Bronco 2 vibes off this. So it's more of like a utility, kind of rugged looking family SUV. And continuing down, because I have all of these specs, top speed of 180 kilometers an hour. It can accelerate from 0 to 100 in 8.7 seconds.
Yeah, you went way too far in the specs. I didn't do that.
You know,
I was looking for cool cars. You were looking for specs.
Google's
I do
awesome.
like it though. It definitely gives the Bronco vibes. It gives the Land Rover vibes.
Yes.
I think though I like it more honestly than the Bronco Sport specifically, because like this looks like probably the base model. It definitely gives off more of a rugged Land Rover kind of styling that the Bronco Sport doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't like the Bronco Sport. Now, everything up above the Bronco Sport, the Overland, you know, when they do the bigger tires and the wider body,
Yeah.
it looks good. But this, yeah, it definitely gives off Land Rover vibes without having to probably go into the highest quality of trim just to get, you know, something that looks good.
You know, and not to rabbit hole here, but I actually like the Bronco Sports. But I also like the Ford Escape, and they're very, very similar where
You're dead to me.
They're smaller SUVs, good little gas savers, something to just kind of put down the road. Now, if you buy a Bronco Sport and you think that you're going to go climb rocks with it, absolutely not. I don't care that it has the Bronco name. It is not a off-road ready vehicle. It is a cute little version of the off-road of its bigger off-road brother, meant to get the family to school, work, and the mall.
Cool. I dig it. I mean, I think it looks good. I think it definitely looks like an off-road vehicle. That's one thing I did do, an off-road version of our little cars
all over
today.
the spectrum, man.
Yeah. I did go all over the spectrum with my next one, so don't hold me to it yet.
All right, what do you got?
All right. Straight out of CES, Dennis. This is coming in 2025. This is in production. This is happening.
Okay.
We have the 2025 Xpeng X2. I want you to look that up. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're going to look it up for me. We're going to flash it on the screen so you can.
Xpeng X2.
Oh, yeah. It is a flying autonomous car. And it is in production and it is happening.
Oh, so many people are going to die.
It has one vertical landing and takeoff, right? It has a 620-mile range that it can go to on one charge. Yep. They're going to be making 2 different models. They're going to be making more of a personal commuter model, and they're going to be making a bigger model to incorporate it into emergency responders, first responders. I think that's a really cool idea, especially for people out, you know, further out where they can't get quickly into it, or, you know, there's something going on and they need to get to it quick. For emergency responders, first responders, I think it's going to be an awesome idea. But I also want one for my own personal use.
There are 2 things I immediately love. It kind of looks like a big drone.
It does.
But also, it's got gull-wing doors.
Yep.
You can't go wrong with gull-wing doors.
Nope. And yeah, I was watching CES when this came up and some YouTube videos on it, and I was like, man, this would be so cool to have flying around here with all the UFOs and drones going around nowadays. I would love to be up there in the sky, just right there with you, just drifting around, you know, Tokyo drifting.
Oh yeah,
in my little
drifting in the sky,
in my little drone.
But let's just be honest, we're not going to get this in the sky.
No, not anytime. Well, not anytime soon. Tesla may come out with something like this eventually in like 2040. Just to say we did it. Look at the Cybertruck.
Yeah.
But yeah, I doubt we will ever get anything coming from this brand or anything that they are creating in China.
No, I mean, I'm saying, like, even if we were to get this brand's other vehicles, I'm assuming they have other cars. Even if we were to get them in the States, we're not going to get a flying car in the States anytime soon. There is so many FFA regulations that would have to go through. Maybe it could be used as a personal aircraft.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm
like
thinking.
a Cessna,
like,
but not in a
we got people flying around. Yeah, not a car specifically that will park like in a parking spot yet. But I mean, we got people flying around in parachutes and hang gliders at Jason.
Yeah.
Still looking for that, by the way.
Yeah, where's that?
I know you have it in your garage. If you want somebody to come get it
in
from
the
you.
corner collecting dust.
Yeah, if you don't want it anymore, let me know. I'll fly it. That is one thing from the Jetsons I want to see is a flying car.
I agree. I hope one day that we get there, but I don't think it'll be in our lifetime.
Probably not.
All right, you ready for my next one?
I am. Let's do it.
Okay. Continuing down my SUV kick for Chinese vehicles. Brace yourself. we have another YangWang.
Eight.
This one is the YangWang U8.
U8
is on your list.
No, it is not.
Okay.
I do love a good YangWang though.
Who doesn't? Just
love to drop it like it's YangWang.
Yeah.
Just let it all hang out like YangWang.
A good YangWang in the morning.
Yeah, good YangWang off.
That may or may not make the cut.
That's probably going to make it. I'm going to make sure it makes it. If it's not in a short, it's going to be in the video. Okay, right. I dig it. I like the interior.
Imagine like trying to cross a river and it just floats and you just drive right over it.
Well, I have seen that with that. The only problem is after you get it done, after that happens, it's only for emergencies is what they say. The company says that once that happens, you have to take it in and get it serviced. Yeah, you can't. It's not for like where you can just go into a lake and just float for 30 minutes and just come out and be fine. No, you have to take it. I mean, I don't know like the full extent of it, but from what I've heard and seen on videos, yeah.
So these specs I actually do have.
I love this look. It looks very rugged. I like the front end. Definitely giving off like kind of a Hyundai vibe, honestly, in the front end.
Yeah, it really does.
Dude, I love the interior. We need to flash an interior shot because I love it now that these car companies are putting in extra screens on the passenger side now. Because, yeah, like in long road trips and stuff like that would be awesome to have like the screen there where you watch Netflix or whatever you want on the passenger side, ESPN. Dude, I can't tell you how many Chiefs games I've had to watch on a Sunday because I'm traveling to East Texas. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I love the is that Alcantara leather? It looks like it. The brown, the light brown. It looks so classy and clean. I dig it.
One other cool feature about this car in particular, it can also perform tank turns.
Dude, tank turn is sick. I dig it. And yeah, that's probably what the 4 motors are, what it is actually for.
I mean, that's right up there with the Rivian, being able to, and if you don't know what a tank turn is, we'll try to post a video or a picture of it. But essentially allows the vehicle to zero turn on its own axis, much like a tank, hence the name. But yeah, no, I really love this thing. I love the way that it looks. The interior is very clean. And I've noticed that on all of these cars that we have pulled up and brought in both of our lists, all of the interiors are very well done. It's not like a lot of, like the big 3 interiors, Chevy, Dodge, Ford. The interiors are bland.
Yeah,
they're very well done. They're very well designed and articulated. It kind of gives both luxury to the driver and the passengers as well versus one or the other.
My next brand that I'm going to bring up is Huawei. If you didn't know, that is in the tech world, they make a bunch of cell phones and a bunch of different tech, including.
I was like, you chose a flip phone for your
I did. It's the Sidekick. That's what it's called. They're bringing it all back. They make a bunch of cell phones. They make headphones and stuff like that, but they also make cars. And I am going with the Huawei Avatr 06, and that is AVTR, I believe. The reason why, and speaking of Tesla, this is what Tesla should have looked like. This is what the Model 3 should have looked like.
Absolutely. This looks way better than any Tesla.
That's exactly why I brought it up.
Still giving off the clean lines, the simplistic look, but still adding a little bit on there to give it like, hey, this is a car and not a blob moving down the road.
Yeah, I knew exactly when I said that you're going to agree because like I saw that. I was like, this is what the Tesla should have looked like. And I love this look. I like the front end. I like the lines. It looks really like it looks futuristic in the front, but like classy on the side. Like it doesn't need much. But again, that's what I like about Tesla. I like the minimalist style. But like, yeah, I feel like they could have done a little bit more. And this just proves that it can be done. Like this is a very clean looking car.
Very well designed.
And yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't remember it. And I was looking at pretty much all looks, not specs, like you. Like, and the mirrors on that thing were sick. I was watching a video on it, and the mirrors are like those real thin, like they're doing camera mirrors now.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
It just looks like a very well done Tesla. And it should have been done that way.
I'd drive it.
Yeah. And then my last one, oldie but a goodie. It stopped production in 2021, unfortunately, but I love this car. I always love this car. And it doesn't necessarily, people don't really relevate it to China, but it is Chinese car. The Lotus Elise.
So I'm going to stop you right there because I knew you were wrong.
No,
when you started talking. Lotus is made by the British.
Okay. Keep reading.
Lotus.
No, don't look at Elise. Look at Lotus Motors.
production of the Elise, the Exige, and the Evora ended in 2021, replaced by the Lotus Emira. Let's see. Assembly. Yeah. Norfolk, England.
I'm fact checking your ass. Hold on.
Go for it.
All right, you. All right. Lotus, the car company, is under Geely, who is manufactured in China.
Yeah, they got bought by China.
It's still a Chinese car. Chinese brand. That was the...
Technically, a Jaguar is an Indian brand. And no, we said Chinese
all right,
cars.
Fine. Scrap it, you slut. That's fine. Fine. I wanted to go cool, but you wanted to be a bitch. Well, that ends it for this episode. Just pissing my cup. It's fine. I'm done. You know what? You. Listen to this so I can go away. I'm over it. You pissed me off. I was excited to talk about the Lotus, and
Sorry,
you
proved you wrong.
You my cereal, Dennis.
I'm so sorry. Okay, so let's wrap up with this.
Wrap up.
I think
shove my foot up here.
God damn it.
You're giving me very much like, what's the dude in the cardigan? Mr. Rogers vibes. What we learned today, what we learned on Sesame Street.
Do you want to be my neighbor? No. Close enough.
I don't.
Not really.
I think what we learned today is there's a lot of stuff coming out of China that's awesome that we're never going to get to see, which is really unfortunate. And, you know, I'm a firm believer on every country and every company has their own things to offer. And it would be awesome to be able to see some of these things that come in the United States. It's never going to happen, but, you know, it is what it is.
You know, as we've previously established, I'm not a huge fan of EVs, but there are some cars coming out of China that, frankly, could turn me, much like Ryan Reynolds.
He could turn a lot of us.
We're staying in. That's staying in. Well, that's going to wrap it for this episode of Petrol Station.
Wrap it before you tap it. Can't one-liner me, bro.
No, because I can't do it now because then it looks forced.
Act.
So I don't know how to.
You don't know how to act?
No.
Just look at me like you're pissed off. Yeah. Get it? Love it? It's because I make you giggle. That's the problem. I'm Wes.
I thought you were going to do the joke.
Oh, no, we already did the joke. I was just telling you to start from there, and I can cut it that way.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
I forgot the joke already. I don't even know what I said.
No, wrap it before you tap it.
Oh, God damn it. That was good.
Yeah, look at me. Eye contact. And that's going to wrap it for this week's episode of Petrol Station. As always, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and also make sure you hit the alert button so you will get notified as soon as we post a weekly video. I'm Dennis.
And I'm Wes. Wrap it before you tap it. That's
just good advice.
Yep, I'm out. Get me out of this chair. Jesus Christ.